All right, boys. So this is Slick Jim. I really like this problem because I don't know. It's just one of those problems that I really get and it really resonates with me. But we've got to read everything and understand everything before we can start it. So first things first, Slick Jim won the lottery. He spent 2/3 of his winnings on a very posh house. He spent 2/3 of what he had left on a luxury yacht. He spent 2/3 of what he had left on a hot air balloon, and then he spent his last is that 20,000 on a flashy car. How much did Slick Jim win on the lottery? So the question is, how much did he win on the lottery? So to answer that question, we need to work our way backwards, because this tells us the last bit of money he had was 20,000, and before that he had 2/3 more than that, which he spent that 2/3 on the balloon. But before that, he had 2/3 more than that, and he spent it on the yacht. And before that, he had 2/3 more than that, and he spent it on the house. So this might sound a bit confusing with this 2/3 business, but let me explain it this way. So if we draw a bar, and this bar represents his winnings. If we divide his winnings into 3 equal parts, each one being 1/3, 1/3, let me get this right, and 1/3, okay, he spent this much. He spent 2/3 of it on his house. So that's been spent in this first step over here. Then with that 1/3, okay, this is going to get really small really quickly. We split that 1/3 up even more. So I'm going to redraw that 1/3 here. Let's draw it properly. Oh, what's happening? Okay, and what he did was, with this 1/3, he spent 2/3 on a boat. So we need to divide this 1/3 that was left into 3 equal parts, and each of them being 1/3 of that amount there. So we divide that 1/3 into 3 smaller parts. He took 2 of those, and he spent 1 of them on the boat. And then we take this one, and we go here, and we see, okay, he divided this one into thirds as well, and he spent 2 of those thirds on the hot air balloon. So what he had left behind is this little sliver over here, okay? And with that sliver, we're told how much he spent, because he spent that sliver on the last thing, which is the car. Okay, you need to tell me, you need to work backwards and find out how much of this big bar was. How much right at the beginning did he start with? Okay, that's the question.